Welcome everyone. In this fast-paced world, we often overlook the incredible power we hold within us, the power of our thoughts. Let's explore how these silent conversations shape our reality and how we can harness them for a more positive and fulfilling life. I use my 50 years of life experience to make self-help content because I believe we could all use some common sense solutions to life, love, and happiness. I'm Leigh Turney, and this is my voice. Please consider subscribing and giving me a thumbs up. Think about it. Every action you take, every decision you make, it stems from a thought. Our thoughts are like seeds we plant in the garden of our minds. Positive, nurturing thoughts can blossom into just beautiful outcomes, while negative, critical thoughts can unfortunately take root and hinder our growth. Consider a simple scenario. You have a presentation coming up. One set of thoughts might be, I'm going to mess this up. I'm not good at public speaking. Everybody's going to see how nervous I am. How do you think those thoughts will make you feel? Anxious, insecure, and likely less prepared? It was always hard for me to go to board meetings. I would spend hours in my head running through every scenario, so I would be prepared to answer any number of questions, only to get to those meetings and never have one of the questions that I thought would be asked even approached. I was anxious and insecure, even though I was well prepared. I knew my numbers and I could answer those questions with authority. I was anxious and insecure because I wasn't in control of my mind. It was in control of me. She was an uptight little thing too. Now imagine a different set of thoughts. I'm well prepared. I have valuable insights to share. Even if I'm a little nervous, I can still deliver effectively. These thoughts breed confidence, encourage practice, and set you up for a much more positive experience. For me, when I would speak with our marketing company or brand vendors, I was a completely different person. I was in the driver's seat the whole time. I would even carry myself differently. In those scenarios, I had a completely different mindset because I knew in my mind that I had the upper hand. I was the client. That was the shift that gave me confidence. This isn't just wishful thinking. There's a growing body of research in psychology and neuroscience that supports profound impact of our thoughts. Studies show that our thoughts can influence our emotions, our behaviors, or even our physical well-being. For example, the concept of the self-fulfilling prophecy demonstrates how our beliefs about ourselves can actually lead to those beliefs becoming true. If you constantly think that you're not capable, you might subconsciously avoid challenges or give up easily, reinforcing that negative belief. Furthermore, our brains are incredibly adaptable, a concept known as neuroplasticity. This means that with conscious effort, we can actually rewire our thought patterns. By consistently focusing on positive affirmations and challenging negative self-talk, we can strengthen new neural pathways associated with optimism and resilience. I remember an interaction I had with my mom years ago. My mom's been gone for about 19 years, so this happened sometime when I was in college. She had called and was talking about something negative. I don't even remember what it was, but I do remember this. I didn't want to talk about it. And she said, Jennifer Leigh, you never want to hear anything negative. You can't just hide your head in the sand and act like bad things are not happening. My mom was right. You can't hide your head in the sand. But I think even at a young age, I knew that focusing too much on negativity was not good. I was watching it play out in real time through her life, and I didn't want that in my head. Because of that, I've always been my own self-supporter. I try to choose what I let in my space. And I'm also my own worst critic, so I have to be very careful not to sabotage my own success. It's a tricky balancing act. So, how can we practically harness the power of our thoughts? Here are a few key strategies. Become aware. The first step is simply noticing your thoughts. Throughout the day, try to pay attention to the internal dialogue running in your head. Are your thoughts generally positive, negative, or neutral? Challenge negative thoughts. When you identify a negative thought, ask yourself, is this thought actually true? What evidence do I have to support it? What's a more balanced or positive way to look at this situation? Practice positive affirmations. Consciously choose positive statements about yourself and your abilities and repeat them regularly. For example, I am capable. I am worthy. I am resilient. Even if you don't fully believe them at first, consistent repetition can shift your mindset. Visualize success. Spend a few moments each day imagining yourself achieving your goals. Visualize the steps involved, the positive outcomes, and how you'll feel. This mental rehearsal can build confidence and motivation. Surround yourself positively. The people we spend time with and the information we consume can significantly influence our thoughts. Seek out supportive and optimistic individuals and be mindful of the media that you engage with. I have become more aware of my thoughts over the past few years. It's hard to try and teach your children not to be so hard on themselves when you're being twice as hard on yourself. I started realizing that half of what I was thinking was not true or was hypercritical. I was putting way more pressure on myself than I deserved. I bought into what I had known all along. You need to be your own superfan, your own cheerleader. Sometimes you might not have people in your corner and you have to support yourself. Now, I am a visualizer. I can tell you every inch of that river house that I'm going to own. I have always had some type of vision board, even before I knew what that was. Looking back, I can tell you it works. And I've always tried keeping the negativity at arm's length. The older I get, the more that I can't tolerate being around people that just aren't my kind of people. We don't have enough time on this earth to be surrounded by people that are not on our team. No one is always going to agree, and sometimes you need to be brought down to the ground to experience reality. But your people should love you and support you as well as they can. The power of your thoughts is a remarkable tool that you have access to every single moment. It's not about pretending everything is perfect or ignoring challenges. It's about consciously choosing to focus on possibilities. Cultivate a positive inner dialogue and believe in your ability to navigate life's journey. By becoming more aware of our thoughts, challenging negativity, and intentionally cultivating positively, we can unlock our potential, improve our well-being, and create a reality that aligns with our deepest desires. Thank you for taking this time to explore the power within you. Remember, you are the author of your own thoughts, and you have the power to write a beautiful story. I'm Jennifer Leigh Turney, and this is my voice.